Welcome. Let us discuss some more problems on the chapter Complex Number Part 4. Take the first problem as for any positive integer n, the value of 2 plus omega square to the power 3n plus 1 plus 2 omega plus omega square whole to the power 3n plus 1 plus 1 plus omega square to the power 3n plus 2 is the problem is for any positive integer n, the value of this is number 1 0, second option 1 plus 2 omega, third option omega square, fourth option is 1. So now let us see what would be the value. Simplify one by one. This one is 2 plus omega square to the power 3n. It is equal to 1 plus omega square, and there is one more 1 to the power 3n. Now this is equal to 0. 1 plus omega square is equal to 0. So 1 to the power 3n is always 1. So it is equal to 1. Second one, it is 1 plus omega square plus omega. 1 plus 2 omega plus this is that to the power 3n plus 1. Now this is 0. So it is omega to the power 3n plus 1. It is equal to omega to the power 3 whole to the power n, omega to the power 3n into omega to the power 1. Now omega cube is 1, to the power n is 1, so it is equal to omega. The second one is omega. Third one, 1 plus omega square. Oh, sorry. It is, I think it was 2 omega square. Omega square plus another omega square to the power 3n plus 2. Again, this is equal to 0. So it is omega to the power 2 whole to the power 3n plus 2. It is equal to omega to the power 6n into omega square to the power 2. Now it is equal to omega to the power 6n means omega cube whole to the power 2n. Omega cube is 1, so it is once again 1. So omega to the power 4. It is omega cube into omega is equal to omega. So last value of the last expression is again omega. Therefore, the simplest value of that is 1. This is omega. This is omega square. Omega. It is equal to 1 plus 2 omega. Our next problem. If 1 plus I into 2 plus I into 3 plus I up to 10 plus I is equal to A plus IB. A plus IB. Then the value of 2 into 5 into 10 up to 101 is equal to what? Option A square minus B square, A plus B এর whole square, A square plus B square, and last of all A minus B whole square. These are the options. Actually here 10 complex numbers are given, and it is given that in terms of their product, this into that up to this is equal to another complex number A plus IB. So let us take this is as 1 plus I, 2 plus I into 3 plus I up to 10 plus I is equal to A plus IB. Now take their conjugate on both sides. So it is equal to 1 minus I, 2 minus I, 3 minus I up to 10 minus I. So right hand side it must be equal to its conjugate A minus IB, because from this to that I is simply replaced by minus I all along. So this case also it is A minus IB. Now multiplying these two relations term by term, first you multiply this into that, into this into that, into this into that, up to this into that. Right hand side it will be again this into that. So in this case left hand side 1 plus I into 1 minus I, 1 plus I 1. This is 2 plus I into 2 minus I, 2 square minus I square. This is 3 square up to 10 square plus 1. And right hand side will be A square plus B square. So that 2 into 5 into 9 and 10 up to 101 is equal to A square plus B square. So required value is this, is equal to A square plus B square. So third option is correct. Now next problem. If argument of z minus a into z bar minus b is equal to that of root 3 plus I into 1 plus root 3I by 1 plus I, where z is equal to x plus iy, a and b are real, then locus of z is a circle having center at half into 3 plus I then the value of A and B, this pair AB, its values are 1, 2, means A1, B2, 3 minus 1, 1, 3, and 3 minus 1. So the problem is Z is a complex number, A and B are real numbers, and given that argument of this is equal to argument of that, and locus of Z is a circle. Locus of Z is a circle of radius this half into 3 plus I, then value of A and B. This is the problem. Now, initially we are given that argument of this is equal to argument of that. Now, calculate argument of right hand one, this one, root 3 plus I into 1 plus root 3I divided by 1 plus I. Actually, there are three complex numbers and it is given in terms of product of 2 and 1 is denominator. So its argument is equal to argument of root 3 plus I plus argument of 1 plus root 3I and minus argument of 1 plus I. All these complex numbers are in first quadrant. So argument of this is equal to tan inverse y by x 1 by root 3 plus same thing tan inverse root 3 by 1 minus tan inverse 1 by 1 by 1. So it is equal to pi by 6 plus pi by 3 minus pi by 4. 90 degree minus, so it is equal to pi by 4. So we get argument of this is equal to pi by 4. So argument of this, that also will be equal to pi by 4. Now calculate argument of this one. Argument of z minus a into z bar minus b is equal to argument of x minus a plus iy, argument of this, then it is product. So in case of argument, plus argument of z bar x minus b minus iy is equal to tan inverse y by x minus a plus tan inverse minus y by x minus b. So it is equal to tan inverse by 1 plus tan inverse y into x minus b minus y into x minus a. This will be cancelled. X minus a, x minus b plus y square is equal to tan inverse x into y will be cancelled. This is a minus b y, ya minus yb divided by, it is x square plus y square, x square plus y square minus x into a plus b and plus ab. 4, 5. Okay. So as per condition, argument of this is equal to argument of that. So we get, therefore we get tan inverse this is equal to pi by 4. Tan inverse, it is argument of that. So a minus b into y is equal to tan pi by 4 means 1 into x square plus y square minus x into a plus b plus ab. Therefore, we get it is equal to x square plus y square minus a plus b into x plus, oh sorry, this is also minus. In that side, it is minus a minus b into y plus ab. So clearly, it is a circle. So its radius, its center, its center is, it is of the type x square plus y square minus 2gx minus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. So its center is at half of a plus b comma minus half of a minus b. That is, we get as per condition, given that locus of z is a circle center at this. So as per condition, this is our center, and given that this is center, so we get a plus b by 2 is equal to 3 and a minus b and a minus b by 2 is equal to 1. So we get a plus b is equal to 3, a minus b is equal to 1, 3 by 2. Oh, sorry, this is given as 3 by 2. This is actually, this is 3 by 2, this is 1 by 2. 2 to cancel, this cancels, so this and that. So solving, we get a is equal to 2, b is equal to 1. Two, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Oh, this option is not here. I think I have, it is 1 is 2, 1. Sorry, this is 2, 1. So this option is correct. Next problem. Now, next problem is amplitude of sine pi by 12 plus I cos of pi by 12 to the power 8 is amplitude of that. And options are 2 pi by 3, minus 2 pi by 3, minus 5 pi by 3, and 5 pi by 6. These are the options. So, to apply De Moivre theorem, this must be of the form cos theta plus I sin theta to the power n. Cos theta plus I sin theta to the power n, and if n is a integer, answer will be cos n theta plus I sin n theta. Now, this is not of that type. For that purpose, to arrange this into that type, take I common over there. So I to the power 18, 8. I to the power 8 is taken common from there. Cos pi by 12 plus 1 by I sin pi by 12, that to the power 8 is equal to I to the power 8 is simply 1, because I to the power 4 is 1, it's square. So it is cos of pi by 12 minus I, 1 by I is minus I, sin pi by 12, that to the power 8, it is equal to cos of minus pi by 12, because cos of pi by 12, cos theta and cos of minus theta are same, plus I sin of minus pi by 12, that to the power 8. Now, we can apply De Moivre's theorem because it is cos theta plus I sin theta type. So, its result is cos of minus 8 pi by 12 plus I sin of minus 8 pi by 12. So, it is of the type, a complex number is of the type r into, r is 1 here, r into cos theta plus I sin theta. Then its modulus is this and argument is theta. That theta and I sin theta, these two angles must be same. It is same over there. Then argument is minus 8 pi by 12, that is equal to minus 2 pi by 3. So option B is correct. Next problem. The next problem is x is real and z is equal to 3 plus 4i by 2 plus cos x plus I sin x. Then z can be four options. Number one, purely imaginary. Number two, purely imaginary but not real. Number three, neither purely imaginary nor real. And number 4, real but not purely imaginary. So let us see what is the actual problem. Z is given in terms of known terms 3, 4, sine, cos, etc. And we have to find out which of the following 4 options are correct. Number 1 is Z can be purely imaginary. Z can be purely imaginary means its real part can be 0. If it is 0, then it will be purely imaginary. Second option, purely imaginary but not real. It cannot be real, but it can be purely imaginary, and so on. These are the merit of the problem. Now, first of all, let us try to simplify it. Z is equal to 3 plus 4i into multiply conjugate of that 2 plus cos x minus I sin x divided by this into that is 2 plus cos x whole square plus sin square x. Denominator become real and numerator is, this is a real part is 3 into 2 plus cos x 3 into this, and another real part is this with that minus 4i squared sin x, that is 4 sin x plus I into imaginary part 4 into that 4 into 2 plus cos x minus 3 into sin x divided by this. This is a real quantity. Now, if it is a purely imaginary, then its real part, this is should be 0. If it is purely a real quantity, then its imaginary part must be 0. Now let us see whether it is possible or not. Its real part 6 plus 3 cos x plus 4 sin x, and denominator is this, is a real quantity. So I am not interested on that. This can be 0 or not. So it is equal to 6 plus 5 by root over 3 square plus 4 square is equal to 5. So 5 into 3 by 5 cos x plus 4 by 5 into sin x. So it is equal to 6 plus 5 cos of x minus alpha. It is, take this is cos x, 3 by 5 is cos alpha, then it must be sin alpha. Cos x cos alpha plus sin x sin alpha is equal to cos of x minus alpha. Now we get, so numerator of the real part is that. Now you see it cannot be equal to 0. If it be 0, then cos of x minus alpha is equal to minus 6 by 5, which is less than minus 1. This is not possible. So imaginary part of this, the real part of this cannot be 0. So it cannot be purely imaginary. Cannot be purely imaginary. Now consider its imaginary part. Is equal to 8 plus 4 cos x minus 3 sin x. By same approach, divide this part, divide and multiply this part by root over 4 square plus 3 square. It is equal to 8 plus 16 plus 9, 25. So it is equal to actually 5 into cos x. This is cos alpha. Cos alpha is 4 by 5. So cos of x plus alpha. This is numerator of imaginary part of that. A denominator is purely a real number. Now, if this is 0, then I can say that its imaginary part is 0, means it is a purely real number. But if it is 0, then cos of x plus alpha is equal to minus 8 by 5, which is not possible. So its imaginary part cannot be 0. So for any value of x given here, it cannot be purely imaginary. This one purely imaginary, not possible. So this is not possible. Neither purely imaginary nor real. This part is possible. This is possible because just now I have seen that it is not possible that it is absolutely real quantity and not possible that it is purely imaginary. So this one is possible. And real, it is not real. So this is not possible. So only option is 3. Next problem. Next problem is z is equal to x plus iy, an imaginary part of z plus I by iz plus 1 is 2. Imaginary part of that is 2. Then locus of z in the Argand diagram. So given, options are not given. Options are circle, straight line, parabola, ellipse. The problem is z is given at x plus iy and imaginary part of that is 2. It is given. Then locus of z is, so putting there, it is actually z means x plus iy plus I divided by iz means ix minus y plus 1. This is equal to that. Now multiply by its conjugate of the denominator. I make it real. How? So it is equal to x plus I into y plus 1 divided by, it is 1 minus y, real part, plus ix. Now multiply numerator and denominator by its conjugate of that is equal to x plus I into y plus 1 into 1 minus y minus ix divided by 1 minus y plus ix into 1 minus y minus ix. So it become denominator, first I write denominator a plus b into a minus b, 1 minus y whole square plus x square, and numerator is, first I calculate the real part. The real part is this into that is x into 1 minus y. This into that, this is again real, minus I square x into that, plus x into y plus 1. This is real part. And imaginary part, x into that, minus x square I, this into that, minus x square, this is equal to plus y plus 1 into 1 minus y, this into that, it is imaginary. So 4 terms, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So given that its imaginary part of that is equal to 2. Imaginary part of that means this thing divided by that thing is equal to 2. So we get minus x square plus, it is 1 plus y into 1 minus y plus 1 minus y square divided by this thing, 1 plus y square minus 2y plus x square. This is equal to 2, not 1. That is, we get 2 into x square plus y square minus 2y plus 1 plus x square plus y square minus 1 is equal to 0. So clearly it represents a circle because coefficient of x square is 3, coefficient of y square is equal to 3, no x into y term present, so it is a circle. No need of more calculation. Acha, okay. Today is up to this. If you feel the videos are helpful for you, please like it, share it, and subscribe it if not yet subscribed. Thank you.